What's up, butter? Yeah. What's up, buddy? Stupid coffee, leave me alone. Alright, cheers, coffee, yeah. Gotta thank the caffeinator. I reached the Death Wish dark roast coffee. Death Wish is good. I like dark roast. Creamy, not bitter. I like this one. Good, thank you. So I'm responding to a question I got from my buddy Scott Grande, but now he changed his name to Verde Duro Duck. Okay, sure. I made a video showing you how I increase the speed of a clip that has warp stabilizer, right? Because with the clip itself, you cannot increase the speed, or you cannot use warp stabilizer on a clip that has any type of speed increase, right, for the clip. So usually for like a time-lapse videos, when Paul's building a PC, I use warp stabilizer, to obviously stabilize the footage, because for the most part we use a lot of handheld stuff while he's building the computer. And also, for time reasons and because it looks cool, obviously I increase the speed, right, to make it into a time lapse. So a workaround what I found was simply nest the footage, and then the footage inside of the nest, I add a warp stabilizer, and then in the main timeline, I increase the speed of the nested clip, right, with the warp stabilizer, and it works, right? So that was the whole point of this tutorial. And then my buddy here asked me maybe make a short on how and what to nest properly, or maybe I've done that in the past. Yeah, I have done actually videos in the past about how to nest or when to nest this and that, but I don't know, I guess I want to do an updated video. I don't fucking know. I'm responding to you, fuck it, that's all I'm doing. But one thing I will say about nesting, and maybe I didn't bring it up in the past, is simply that for the most part, nesting is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself, or something that you can make a habit into to help keep your timeline more organized. Right now I'm screen capturing my 1080p monitor, right? For the most part, from what I know, a lot of you guys use 1080p to edit or to work on, to game and this and that. So if you're editing on a 1080p monitor, then obviously you have limited digital desktop space to be able to edit, right? So learning to nest can actually help you save a lot of space on your timeline. Right now, here's a good example from something I did recently for one of Paul's tech news. He was saying Paul was basically talking shit on the 4080. Yeah, the test results were fucking lame. They're all basically the same card, just named differently. But as you can see here, I used a meme with Jeff Goldblum looking at the pile of shit, and all these GPUs that you see here, they're all individual clips, right? But if you see here in the timeline, it's all encased plates inside of this nest, the green one here, right? So if I double click on this and check that out, it's a massive amount of layers that I use, right? Because there are multiple GPUs that I used, and then also I used some text layers, right? All of this, if I didn't nested it, it would have been scattered here in the timeline, and it definitely would have taken up a lot of layers, right? It was just would have been unnecessary to have it in my main timeline. Making it into a habit to nest your visuals in your main timeline, I think is a good thing to start getting used to, right? In DaVinci, it's called compound clips. It's the same thing, just named differently. So that's the main message I can respond to my buddy here, Scott, is that you want to make it a habit to nest everything. It will save you a lot of headaches, because yeah, it can easily become a mess if you don't nest everything. And as this is, I mean, it's not messy. There's a lot of stuff going on here, right? But if I obviously there would have been way too many layers taken up if I didn't nest this, right? All this would have been up here, and then it becomes messy and this and that, and it's just a lot easier to nest stuff. Simple as that. Nesting is more of an organization tool that can help, and there's really no reason why you shouldn't use it. If you don't want to use it, it's fine, but I just showed you, it's gonna take up a lot of space and a lot of extra layers on your timeline when you're editing, and that can cause a lot of confusion, and visually for me, it becomes a lot of clutter, and I don't like that. I feel like it causes less eye fatigue, in my opinion, right? When everything is more structured and organized and clean when you're editing. This feels a lot more ease to be able to jump around and edit, right? Versus having a timeline full of fucking multiple layers like this. It just becomes too much. It's what the fuck is going on? It's too much, right? Yeah, it's more of a control thing, organized and structured. It's cleaner, and this is more appealing to work with, right? So hope that helps. If you guys want to support me, give me some help, check out the links down below. You guys can also check out my website, if you guys want to find ways to support me. I really would appreciate it. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks guys for hanging out with me for a bit. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.